Hi Virgo, welcome to Sophquest. My name is Spence. Welcome in if you're new and welcome back if you're a subscriber. If you have subscribed to Sophquest Synergy, you may have noticed we've moved to this channel and I'm doing your weeklies from here. So if you're wanting to get your weeklies for each sign, then please do hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you can get notified when the videos come up onto YouTube, okay? Virgo, this is for the week of May 31st through June 6th. We are in the middle of two eclipses. The lunar eclipse that happened last week on May 26th, very big energies, and kind of opening us up. I mean, really opening our senses to be able to see and hear and understand in ways that seem a bit mysterious. In the time of Gemini, we do learn. We really do. We perceive a lot. Our brains are on kind of fast forward, taking in a lot of information. And with Gemini, we do it from both our left and right brains, so we're really learning. But between that full moon and the new moon in Gemini, which will be about communicating what we're going to be doing and taking it forward into the next cycle, it is also a lot about problem solving and solutions coming in mysterious ways. It's really actually kind of cool. All right, I know that emotions are deep and tempers could flare, but if we stay in a state of open-mindedness and open-heartedness, then I think we're really going to advance quickly. I honestly do. All right, so let's pull a card for you from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Here's one for you, Virgo. Let's pull it. Virgo, it flipped. And there it is. Okay, flexible, Virgo. Okay, flexible. I'm going to read from a book. All right, let's read first. 19, flexible. For the week of May 31st through June 16th. June 6th. May 31st through June 6th. I am all Mercury, Sun, Moon, and Rising, so for the next few weeks, this is going to be happening. Can't help myself. All right, 19, flexible. Virgo, it says, teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. Okay. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure where everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, and stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. All right, and then if I see anything else in your 9 card that we need to look further into, I'll open the book back up to see if I need to go into the relationship or prosperity, money, financial type messages. Okay, that was the general message of the card. Whoops. Okay, now I'm going to pull a 9 card from the Vision Quest Tarot, and this is the Native American Wisdom Tarot by Guy and Sylvie Winter and Joe Dasset. Beautiful deck. All right. It just called to me, so I go with the flow when it comes to that. Flexible. All right, Virgo, so you are learning, aren't you? I mean, you're ruled by Mercury too, not just Gemini. And so this energy is comfortable for you. Gemini is comfortable for you. Mercury helps you think and helps you organize what you're doing and really focusing on some of the details. And in Mercury retrograde, you can focus on the details to the extent where you just get so obsessed with making everything perfect. So I talked about that last week for you, Virgo. You know, you really do want to take it easy, right? Keep an open mind. And mistakes are okay. Be flexible with yourself, right, too, not just others. All right, Virgo, that feels really good. That feels good. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Virgo, May 31st through June 6th, we have Medicine Man, that's the Magician. The Grandmother, which is the Empress. I'll show you all of these one by one, and we'll talk about the big picture. Then we have the Seven of Air Futility. In this deck, it's called that. And then we have the Five of Air. Then we have the Six of Air. That's good, moving right forward from that 5. 9 of Air, but still overthinking maybe at night, not sleeping too well. Maybe moon energies really do have an effect on you, Virgo. They certainly do me, especially when Mercury's involved. Okay, then we have the 8 of Air. Lots and lots and lots of air. All air. So far, all air. Daughter of Earth, finally. Whew, a little grounding for you, Virgo. And the 3 of Air. Okay, all of your cards are air, but for 1, the Daughter of Earth, and 2 other major arcana. The rest are all air. So Virgo, I'm going to venture a guess to say you are really needing to get out of your head. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck we have the 7 of Water. Okay, and this is also sort of confused feelings. You know, right now we also have Jupiter in Pisces, and that is just, it expands so many things, mysteries in our lives. What's going on? How do I feel? What is this? Everything feels new, or feels strange, or there's just this thing hanging in the air that feels like change. And for some people, it's really hard to kind of move through that. Now, usually, Virgo, you are a mutable sign, like Gemini. So normally, you handle change pretty well, but I think this reading, the way it's looking to me, is telling me, the first message is that you need to get out of your head. You definitely need to do some grounding, Virgo. I would say do some grounding, okay? Grounding meditations, planting your feet in the grass, or just sitting with your feet on the floor and breathing very, very deeply in through your nose and pushing right out of your diaphragm, but also pressing your feet into the ground, getting as grounded as possible, and perhaps working with some stones, holding them in your palms or with your thumbs, you know, pressing on stones like worry stones, right? That's what they call them, where you feel the grounded energy of the minerals in the stones. That's very helpful as well. Also, wearing a stone at this time would be really, really good. I think I'm actually wearing rose quartz right now. Okay. All right, so what we have for you, besides the flexible card, we have Medicine Man, which in this deck is the Magician. We have the Empress, and we have the 7 of Air. Okay. So it seems to me like you're really trying to grow, and you're really trying to make something successful, because the Empress is always about putting a lot of effort and a lot of care into the growth of something for long term. Okay, the Empress, or the Grandmother, is the mother of all the queens in the tarot. That means that in the yin energy of allowance, allowing life to be what it is, right? Accepting reality as it is, and being very abundant in the now through kindness, reverence, and gratitude. This is someone who's stable and steady and can see the beauty in their world. Okay, and you are really, really trying to create that with this Medicine Man, because the Magician has the tools to do so. Mind, heart, body, and soul. You are really trying to grow this, whatever this is in your reading. We'll talk about it as we go through. But there's an issue. There's an issue because for whatever reason, some of your efforts have felt... It's probably felt like you've been waylaid, or you've been having to bend over backwards for someone else and not feeling comfortable about it. But the 7 of Air, the 7 of Swords, is usually very much a card when we have been avoiding what is not being said. It can feel like dishonesty. It can feel like lack of transparency. But to the heart of itself, it's when we have to absolutely readjust what we're doing and communicate in a different way. It's a different strategy because the strategy is not working with the people that were involved in the situation with, for whatever reason. Maybe there's just the lines of communications are, getting crossed and not, people are working at maybe cross purposes because I want to do this, you want to do that, it's just not coming together well, and we're not talking about it, so the problem's getting a little bit undeniable at this point, I think. Whatever might be going on, because you're not quite sure even how you feel about it right now, or, whether it's actually worth what you're doing about it. Something that it is that you are trying to create is being interrupted or waylaid by an outside source here. And I think that whatever it is with these two sevens, it's meant to help you, actually, to be patient, to be flexible, and to allow whatever this divine detour is, to allow it to come in and change something that is necessary for the good of the relationship or for the good of whatever this creation is with the medicine man and the grandmother. You are really trying to create something beautiful here. All right, so next line we have the 5 of air, which is fear in this deck. The 6 of air, which is clarity. So finally, okay, now we're solving this. We got the 5, 6, and 7. But we got it backwards. First the 7, the confusion, the I don't know what this is and I don't know what's true. The 5, which causes an incredible conflict and maybe even an argument, to the 6. Okay, we figured it out. Right? We figured it out right here in the middle. All right, and then after that, maybe we talk about it, whatever this is, okay? Maybe you're talking about whatever this issue is with someone. So, for some of you, I just saw in my mind I just saw a river and someone going down a river. If you're moving and you are in disagreement about where you're moving or when you're moving, I feel like I'm seeing someone moving with the 6 of air in the center of your spread. And I don't think someone wants to go, and I think that they have a lot of doubts about whether they want to start over again. And with the 9 of arrows here, or the 9 of air, this is really taxing you in your mind. It's something that you're thinking about and you're overthinking about it. And then when you talk about it with your person, you might be arguing. But in the center here, you will work it out. There will be a way. Because the center here of the spread is absolutely beautiful. This is about nurturing the relationship, talking about it, solving the problem together. You're working on a dream together. You're trying to catch that dream, right? You're working on it together to plant something and start something new that's going to work for both of you, if this is a relationship, okay? If this is at work, you are at odds with someone at work, and you are doing well, but they are arguing with you, and you feel hemmed in about it, and you feel like you've been bending over backwards and trying to be flexible about it, but maybe they're not giving you the information that you need, and therefore all of these swords, it's just making you nuts because you don't know what the heck you need to know in order to solve the problem. So if this is at work, I would be absolutely assertive about it and go right up to the person and say, hey, can we have a conversation? We have a problem to solve here, so let's get together. 2 heads are better than 1, let's solve the problem. And I would just be very assertive about it at work. Because this is a state of confusion and nobody wants to be in this, okay? You need to know what you need to know, Virgo. Whatever it is, if it's at work, okay? If it is a personal relationship, it's one that you care about very much. You are trying to grow and you want clarity. You want to be able to move forward. So you need some clarity. If it's about moving for some reason, I think that it will be fine, but someone here doesn't necessarily want to start over again. So with the bottom row here, we have the 8 of air, feeling stuck in a situation where it's like you don't want to start over again. You have a lot of doubts about it, but you're also trying to be flexible. Okay. Here's what I want to say, Virgo. I don't think you're comfortable right now about something, okay? I don't think something is being discussed that needs to be discussed. I think that You are very much trying to move forward in a positive way. I think you are trying to be flexible. I think you are trying to communicate. And I think you will be trying to communicate throughout not only this entire week, but probably throughout Mercury retrograde. You are ruled by Mercury. It will be a time of revision for you. You will have to make adjustments along the way. You will have to solve problems with people you don't necessarily want to talk to, or you may not just be in the situation where you're able to talk to people because of Mercury retrograde. We miss messages, appointments can be delayed, things like that. So if it's issues like that, they will work themselves out. In the center of this is this gorgeous Six of Swords. No matter what Mercury retrograde does in your life right now, Virgo, keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. Catch your dream. Get a dream and just put your eye on that prize. And right now, you're flexible. You'll be able to reschedule appointments, redo interviews, or redo a conversation with somebody where it usually starts in an argument, but this time it'll go better. Because heart, mind, body, and soul, you want to grow this. You care. You care. Whether this is about your job, your career, or a relationship, you're in it, heart, mind, body, and soul, and you want a good outcome, and you are not going to do anything but other than protect this egg and get to the goal. So a little flexibility is needed for you right now in Mercury retrograde. Okay, Virgo? All right, I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. I hope you come back next week. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and do subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll know when the next video is up for next week. All right, you take care. Thanks so much. I'll see you there.